Nerd is the new sexy.
Hello and welcome, Nerd is the new sexy. This is episode number 12?
Yeah, 12.
12? Yeah. And since Halloween, my mind's stuck on Halloween. Since Christmas is next week, we regret to inform you that we will take next week off. However, today is the Christmas episode.
Yes.
I am Wyldfyre1. As always, with me is...
Sunrie! No, I'm not an elf.
Ho, ho, ho?
Yeah, that's what Santa Claus knows that Tiger Woods doesn't.
Well, you know, that's...
Yeah, stopping at 3 hoes.
Tiger Woods is definitely greedy.
Oh, yes. But yes, Christmas episode. So, unlike traditional episodes, not like the Halloween one where we kind of did a remnants type thing, we're going to kind of ramble, talk about some Christmassy stuff, maybe even recite some Christmas poetry and do some caroling for you guys. But
oh, there'll definitely be some caroling.
Our version. I've got my eggnog. I'm in my bathrobe.
My beer, and I'm naked.
I was going to say I'm in my bathrobe with my eggnog and not much else.
And it's a typical Christmas kind of feeling right now, like, you know, dream.
I'm on my way to go play Santa at the mall.
But you actually did that, if I'm not correct.
Yeah, there was a
Once
year where
upon
I
a
did
time.
do that for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Not naked, but you know.
not naked. No, if it was naked, that'd been a whole bad Santa experience.
Yeah. Which, okay, as funny as it sounds, if no one out there has heard the Steve Martin version of Silver Bell or Eggnog's kicking in already.
Oh yeah.
Silver Bells. Look it up. It is very, very funny.
Oh, Steve Martin in general is hilarious.
Yeah.
So, if you're dreaming of a nerd Christmas, you have come to the right place.
Yeah, we are going to talk about some, like, good nerdy gifts, places you might be able to get them. We'll have the little caroling type thing. We'll have the rambling about just Christmassy type stuff.
Oh yeah, you know what? Another thing I wanted to touch base on is you remember all like the cartoons growing up always had a Christmas episode.
Yes, they did.
He-Man, you remember the Christmas episodes for He-Man? You know?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's so horrible, but so it's memorable.
Yeah, we're talking about the 1980s one.
Yeah, you know.
Not the recent kind of awesome one.
The He-Man that wore like that leather fetish outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, whip me, Shira! Oh, wait, you're my sister. Oh.
Oh.
But no, you know, I remember stuff like that. I think just about every old cartoon that we grew up on had a
even the Ninja Turtles had Christmas episodes.
Yeah, you know what they did? It wasn't like heavily focused on Christmas like some of the other ones, but like it was very Christmassy around. And you know, speaking of Ninja Turtles,
and I don't mean the really shitty "We wish you a turtle Christmas" thing. Yeah. No, I mean on the cartoon.
Well, here's I'm gonna go back to He-Man. How the hell did Eternia have Christmas? How did they know what Christmas was?
The same reason Lucas had the last 3 movies, shit reasons, and it brought in money.
Oh, okay, but I mean, come on. As a kid, we're watching this and we're not thinking about this.
No, it's just Christmas because we're about to say, it's Eternia. They've got Christmas. Of course they do.
Of course they have Christmas. Christmas is normal to us. It should be normal to them.
Yeah.
Well, what if Christ didn't die for their sins?
Yeah, especially there. I mean, that's why there was He-Man.
Yeah, that's why there's He-Man. But anyway,
damn it. I remember one Christmas, it was all the rage because the cartoon, the real Ghostbusters cartoon was super, super popular.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, believe it or not, people who grew up around our age and stuff like that remember this: the freaking Ghostbusters Proton Pack and Trap.
Oh yeah, back in the day with
I had one of those fuckers.
Proton Pack, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My friends had that. I wanted it to death, but I never ended up getting it.
I had one. It was a lot of fun. It had the little trigger on it, made it go hing, hing, hing. You know, it's kind of cool. And then the Trap, it had like a foot pedal that you would step on, and it would use the pneumatic pressure to open it up. No lights or anything like that, but it would just pop open, and you could put the little Slimer and stuff like that inside of it.
This is what mid to late 80s, early 90s.
I don't think early 90s, no, because I was...
Early 90s, the real Ghostbusters was still a thing, is why I say that.
Yeah, I want to say that this had to have been around...
I'll say like 87.
Yeah, 87 to 88, because I was like 7, 8, or 9 years old at the time. So it was anywhere from 87 to 89.
And that's you guys got to remember, there was no light up, there was no sound effects. We weren't spoiled. We weren't so spoiled as the kids are nowadays with all the crap.
Yeah, we didn't have all the cool pneumatics, cool
we had
light.
Imagination.
Yeah,
and that's what got us by. Now that was an amazing old. This is one I got for Christmas. My uncle got this for me, I believe, and I was real young. Either my uncle or my parents. The Thunder Tank.
Oh, yes.
I got the Thunder Tank. I think I was about 7 or 8 back when Thundercats was really big. Maybe a little younger. And I just remember, I asked for it, and I was like, it was from Santa, and I was like, oh my god, I got the Thunder Tank. This is so awesome. And I think I broke it. Like, yeah, like the older nerd in me wants to choke out the younger child that did that, because that thing was probably... it would be hanging like in my nerd wall of fame right now.
Yeah. Well, I had Castle Grayskull, and apparently I played with that. This is according to my mother, because I asked her. I said, "Hey, Mom, where the hell is my Castle Grayskull? I know you guys had got that for me one year, and you guys had so much trouble finding it." She goes, "Oh, let me tell you about that. You and your brother played with that so much it literally fell apart."
Yep, I've seen it happen. Friends and I would play with that thing when we were kids, and like it just fell apart. Because it was basically, let me explain the Castle Grayskull. It was a plastic mold that was like the interior was was the shell,
and it spun open on a hinge that was all plastic hinges.
Yep, and you open it up and there's a room, whatever, to where you can play with your toys and stuff on it, and the mouth open, which was cool, and I think they had a Snake Mountain too. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and the Snake Mountain.
The Snake Mountain had like a slime thing. You remember Stinkor?
You would push down. Yeah, it had like the snakes, and then you would pour the little slime in the top, and it would snot down on He-Man and everybody else you put in there.
I said Stinkor. I didn't mean Stinkor. Stinkor was our Meoff, I believe.
No. Stinkor
Merman was our
Merman was our
that sprayed out his mouth.
Yes,
that's the guy I'm thinking of, right? Wait, no, Stinkor was Merman's.
That
was the brother. That's our brother.
Yeah, Stinkor was the one who in our movies was the brother, but Stinkor was the one that looked like a skunk.
Yeah, Stinkor was a skunk guy. My bad. I'm trying to remember the guy that like had a head. I don't know if you remember this toy, but he was a He-Man toy, and he had like a leech head, and if you push down on it, it sprayed water.
Yes,
I do remember the name of that character, but I got that one year too. That was like also one of my favorite things. I ended up breaking it by putting hair gel in it, and I tried to spray hair gel as a kid. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you with hair gel. Playing.
Oh my god!
Take that, He-Man. He's like, oh, I broke it. That sucks. But just reminiscing about old past gifts. I got myself recently. Actually, I got myself a nice little Christmas gift. A nerd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got the. I ordered from ThinkGeek.com the Mega Man hand blaster.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that.
Yeah,
I was going to bring that up because there's a lot of stuff on ThinkGeek, and again, we are not endorsed in any way. We just kind of tell you where to get some stuff, but there's a lot of stuff on ThinkGeek. It's one of the best places I can think to get some.
Oh God, if you like nerd paraphernalia, go.
And here's what I'm excited about, and I might have to buy this for myself. I know my wife would get it for me if I asked, but I don't want to ask her to spend this much money for me. The Technomancer 2.0 Digital Wizard hoodie.
I looked at
it's
that. It's
back.
Cool. I thought that was pretty cool.
It's on sale for $120 right now.
Yeah, and you know what?
I'm thinking about getting it.
I got the hand blaster on sale as well.
Nice. It looks like they're having a lot of good sales over on ThinkGeek.
They are.
I mean, it looks like they got all the new Star Wars stuff, new and old. They have a flux capacitor USB charger.
Yeah, I got that for my dad last year
That's pretty awesome.
For Christmas, and he loved it, and it works pretty good. Well, I didn't just get myself the hand blaster. I got myself a flask as well.
Oh, nice.
And it's shaped in the old Nintendo cartridge like shape.
Oh, that's too cool.
It's called Fine Ale Fantasy.
Oh.
And I seen them like
really good.
They had like Drunk Hunt, like Duck Hunt.
Okay, that's funny.
And then they have the Legend of Drink. I'm sure you can guess which one that was. So, like I said, we're not like endorsed by this place, but you know what? I'm an advocate. I love ThinkGeek.com. They have
another really cool place if you guys are wanting to geek out and everything like that. It's wickedlasers.com.
Oh yeah.
Now these guys literally have lasers that are so powerful that you can pop balloons with them, and they're badass. They have some of them that are shaped like mini lightsabers.
Yep.
And they're the EVO. Let me see here. How much are they? They're about $150, but They're pretty awesome. I mean, you can get them in a variety of colors, and it just, this is another thing that I wanted to.
That's a very good
wanted to
website.
bring up on there, and it's like one of those things that I've been wanting for a while. I've seen them pop popcorn with a green laser in a pan with oil.
It's so cool. It's funny that you mentioned lightsabers, because yesterday, or rather today, what movie came out?
Oh yes. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see it for a couple of days
actually,
because good luck getting into the theaters.
Actually, I was invited
Star Wars
by a good friend of mine to go see it tomorrow, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm totally excited. I'm actually psyched for the movie. I hope to see it soon. But I mean, I wish I would have seen it so I can give you guys a full-on review today, but that's just too bad, you know.
Yeah, everyone I've talked to who's seen it has said that I was right, and it seems like it's a retelling of the first Star Wars, but that was what I was told the movie was going to be.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be like the next generation.
Yeah, exactly. That everything old was being made new again.
Yeah, well, you can't. I mean, really, let's think about. They tried to do their own thing with the last 3 movies, and then what did that?
Yeah, that was Lucas.
Which, by the way, I've said it before, and I'll say it again since we're on the topic of Star Wars. I'm gonna have a special guest who's never seen Star Wars ever. Special guest being like, friend or family. She's never seen Star Wars ever. Well, on the Facebook, the Nerds New Sexy Podcast Facebook, I'm gonna have exclusive video of her actually reacting to these to the movies. So,
and this is the originals, not the
Oh,
Lucas.
all
I
6 of
better
them.
add in a whole bunch of bullshit.
All 6 of them. I'm gonna make her watch all of them. It's gonna be it's gonna be hilarious because she's never seen it, and she goes, "I heard it's a little incesty." I'm like, maybe a little bit.
The biggest problem that I had was because Lucas didn't know where he was going with the story, and the script was still in development, even in the first movie while they were filming. And we'll have a big thing about Star Wars.
There'll be a Star Wars episode, and we'll tell you all about what we think.
Yeah, the one that I have the biggest problem with is that Padme in the first movie goes from mother figure to sex that fucking fast, and that is creepy and nasty.
Yeah, you know what? You got a point. He's like a 7-year-old, 6-year-old boy, and all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna coddle you and take care of you, and later I'm gonna fuck you.
Yeah. Hey, look, if I knew that murdering a bunch of people who stood around when my mother died was such a fucking turn on for women, I would just be killing everybody all the time.
I don't know if it was a turn on. I think it was more we'll get to this another time, but I would just say this. In my opinion, it was more like, I can fix him.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It's like, that ass may pass.
Yes. But anyway, that's just a quick thought on that. We're ranting about Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah. But we'll do the whole thing about that. And we rant because we care.
Yes.
Now, for shows, for around Christmas time, I think one of my favorites is the Charlie Brown.
It's Charlie Brown by
Merry
far.
Christmas, Charlie Brown, or whatever it's called.
Yeah. They just had the Peanuts movie.
I fucking love
too.
that.
Yeah, the Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown was definitely a winner.
And actually, another ones that I absolutely freaking love, and I watch it every year, is the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Michael Caine as Scrooge.
Yep.
It's kind of musically, but it's the way they did it, the way that Jim Henson did it.
Yeah,
it's Muppet, and it's freaking Gonzo the entire time with Rizzo.
Yeah.
And Gonzo's Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
How can you not love that?
Yeah, it's there's not, except for maybe the newer Muppet movies and maybe the new show. I can't necessarily say yes or no. I say maybe on that because I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard things. I love the Muppets. That's why I say except maybe the newer, but the newer movies, like the last 2 movies, were just kind of. The first one was okay. The second one was stupid.
Yeah. It's Michael fucking Caine.
And it's Michael fucking Caine. Yeah, he's playing Scrooge. You can't lose.
Yep. Yeah. My wife is very partial to the Mickey Christmas Carol, and that's another classic.
Another classic. I remember growing up on that. I remember being at my friend's house and or rather, I was at my friend's house as a young boy, and I was there because my parents were working and doing something, and they were like babysitting. I was with my friend. They would put that on, and we just watched that, and it would like to be the best thing ever. And Mickey's Christmas Carol has definitely got a special place in my heart.
Yeah, it's just one of those where it's one of those that you end up watching every year because of how good it is.
Wasn't that where they first bring in Scrooge?
Actually, no. Scrooge McDuck was, I want to say, a year or 2 before that episode.
Really?
But they ended up having to play Scrooge. And the only reason I know that is because when you look at the first appearances, in Kingdom Hearts, it's not A Christmas Carol.
You're right.
Yeah, it's like a year or two before they made that.
You're right. I wonder what he showed up in. Huh.
I don't remember.
But anyway,
I know it says. It says the episode and the year.
Yeah, but anyway, it was a really good show. You know, it was a good. That's back when Disney could do no wrong with cartoons.
You know, and I'll have my own rant about Disney later, especially with the whole public domain thing and everything. But yeah, I mean, one of the best lines in the entire thing for Charles Dickens, you know, A Christmas Carol, is when Ebenezer Scrooge is sitting there trying to rationalize looking at at Marley. And he says, "You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of undone potato. Oh, there's more gravy than grave about you, whatever you are." And he screams at him, "Oh, shit!"
Yeah.
And every single one that version of Christmas character, every version of Christmas Carol has that in it, and I just love the reactions that every single one of them gives.
Yeah,
and
it's slightly different, but it's always
Patrick Stewart.
Oh God, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, you remember that one?
Yes.
I did not know that he was a singer before I saw that one, and after he has the visits with the spirits at one point in his version, he goes into a church where they're singing hymns, and he starts singing, and I just went, "Oh my God, the man's got a voice too."
He's got lungs on him. The guy can act and he can sing, you know, and he's bringing like bald sexy back. So there you go.
Oh yeah. And then, you know, of course, there's all the Doctor Who Christmas.
Yeah, but you know what?
This
is going to be some blasphemy out of my mouth right now, but I'm not a big Doctor Who fan.
Blasphemer.
Exactly. Like you know what? It's just, the thing is, and this is my personal opinion, and this goes back all the way to episode 1. A lot of people jumped on that bandwagon once it got cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that show. So like you can talk about it, it'll just go in one ear out the other. I'm like, okay, I don't know, you know, but I don't down people who do like it. It's just a lot of people jumped on that bandwagon. It's probably because I worked with a guy that wouldn't shut up about the show at one point.
Yeah, and you know what's really funny is there are several Easter eggs for Christmas in different games.
Oh yeah.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon actually has one.
Huh.
If you have your character meditating to December 25th, he will stand up and you'll hear Christmas bells.
Well, of course,
on December 25th. It's really funny.
It's December 25th. I mean, what do you expect, you know?
Yeah. You go now. This is the in-game clock. You cannot set your PlayStation to this, but the in-game clock is December 25th on Fallout 4. You go to Diamond City, it will have Christmas trees and Christmas lights.
See, I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What about?
It's pretty interesting.
What about? Was it Batman? Let's see, Arkham City.
Oh yeah, Arkham City takes place on on Christmas Eve, I think, or Arkham Origins.
Well, Arkham City. I'm talking about. There's the Calendar Man where.
Oh yes. You know what's funny? And this is what irritates me because I thought this was a well-known thing with people until I found out that it was like last year or something like that. Someone goes, "Oh yeah, and this one undiscovered for this many years." I'm like, what are you talking about? I knew about that because one year on Christmas, it was like the Christmas of the year that the game after the game came out. I turned it on and went, oh, that's right. He kept counting down the days to Christmas. Yeah. So I turned on the game and I saw the scene with them. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Well, he didn't just.
I didn't know that nobody knew about this. I would have fucking told everybody. I thought this was just a thing people knew about.
Well, he didn't just count down to Christmas. He talked about every holiday, and he'd talk, but like it'd be like what the whatever next holiday's coming up, he would talk about it. But
yeah,
Christmas
and he would be like, oh, come talk to me on Christmas and stuff like that. And so I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's right, Calendar Man in the game said. So I loaded it up, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. It actually does something. Yeah. And then like last year, I was watching YouTube and saw someone undiscovered Easter eggs and stuff like that on it. I think it was Did You Know Gaming or something like that. The guys are the guys on that are pretty cool. I like their series. I like most of their commentators. He's like, oh yeah, and this Easter egg went undiscovered until this year. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Not really undiscovered, but a lot of people maybe just don't see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Another game that does Christmas is also one that's near and dear to our heart, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I love their little Christmas time thing.
We've been through 3 Christmases on that game, and every time around Christmas time they do snow, and last year we could do snowball fights, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. standing on an overpass and throwing snowballs at cars going by and watching
windows
crash.
break and shit like that.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about getting actually arrested for it.
Yeah, you can bring out your inner demon on that game and be fine with it.
Since I don't have children, and I know you don't have children.
No.
But do you know if there's like an absolute must-have toy this year, like when we were kids? I don't know if there is.
The last one I can remember, and I guess this shows how much of an old fart I am, in that aspect, is like Tickle Me Elmo.
That's the one I was going to bring up.
You remember
Tickle Me Elmo? Before that, the Furbies.
Yeah, Furbies, and then Tickle Me Elmo. Let's see, the most must-have Christmas gift. You know what? I'm going to look it up, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, because I really don't know.
Let's see.
I know like one year it was like the PlayStation 2. Everybody needed a PlayStation 2. You know, and then there was everybody needed the Tickle Me Elmos, and I remember back in the 80s, and I never got into it because I was a boy, but the Cabbage Patch Dolls, the Cabbage Patch Kids, and
video games are always a winner. Okay, so far, let's see, I can't even tell you what came up. Like, it's a top 100, but it's like the weirdest shit ever. Like, one of them's a Roomba.
Yeah, okay, that's for like adults.
Yeah, I just like must-have Christmas gifts 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look that up, people. That doesn't fucking work, obviously.
Top 2015 Christmas toys, I guess.
Oh,
yeah.
Here we go. Gifts for kids. There we go.
Yeah.
That'll work. So, holiday gifts for kids. Let's see what we got. What we got this year? I guess I'm too old to, and I hate to say it now like that, but I'm too old to like
give a shit.
Know or care about what's I don't have kids, so why is this so difficult? Okay, let's see. Holiday gifts for kids. I'm just getting this website with books. When did kids start reading?
Like, yeah, actual books too.
I hated books when I was a kid. If you got me I'd get pissed if I got a book. I'm like, where's my video game, bitch? Not really, but
I'm like that now. If somebody gives me a book, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, and I'll read all through it.
Yeah, I don't mind books, but like even as a kid, I liked books. I got a few books as a kid, but at the same time, I also got like several other things, games being included and stuff like that. So good to be an only child.
Yeah, even recently though, I've asked for books and stuff like that. Like I think I've read every Chronicle of Pern book now. You can't get much nerdy than that. Dragons created through science on an alien planet that are telekinetic and telepathic. So.
Let's see. I'm still looking. Like it shouldn't be this difficult. Like I went to this website's showing like a jacket with this is all wrong. A jacket. Okay, kids. Okay, here we go. Hold on. This is all clothes. What the fuck? You tell me like 2000. Fuck you. Fucking Yahoo, you let me down.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah, either way, we tried. I mean, I'm sure that some of you guys could think of like the best thing, especially those of you with kids. I'm sure anything Star Wars right now is probably super big.
Yeah.
Because the movie came out and Disney whores everything.
Oh god, yeah.
At
least the movie doesn't seem like it's made to just sell the toys.
Yeah, merchandising.
Merchandising. Spaceballs the flamethrower. Kids love this one.
Oh man, Spaceballs. That's another. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Good old Christmas. There's I heard. You've heard of Santa Claus and you've heard of whatever, but I heard there's a new kind of Santa Claus figure in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's from a video game that we're pretty fond of.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think you do too, because a lot of the nerds know about him. Is Diablo Claus.
That's right.
Yeah, and we even have a song about Diablo Claus.
Yeah, giving out those gifts of pain.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and let you listen to this now.
Yeah.
Better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'll tell you why. Diablo Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, trying to find out who's naughty or nice. Diablo Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He don't care if you're bad or good, he'll kill you anyway. If you're not too fast, you may lose an eye, and if you're not careful, you'll probably die. Diablo Claus is coming to town.
Then I think Sunrise has a special gift. I think he has a hymn or a night before Christmas thing to talk about. If you're up to doing that now.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. This is floated around the internet in incomplete forms for a very long time. This originally showed up on my old GeoCities site. Yes, that's how long ago this was.
GeoCities.
Yeah, I was back on the before it was even the Masashi no Boken site.
Mm-hmm.
On GeoCities. This was back when it was Wall Street Floor.
Gee, do you remember?
Yep. Well, it's because I have a folder saved for it.
Oh, okay.
I had originally emailed this out to a couple people, and then through copy and paste and everything like that, things got lost, and so you will find this in incomplete versions. However, on my WordPress site, it is still in complete form. So I will recite it for you right now.
Here we go. Hold on. Just let me set the mood and picture Sunrise sitting back on a chair and smoking a peace pipe
with a thing of brandy.
With a thing of brandy
in a smoking jacket and like penny loafers.
Yes, and definitely penny loafers next to a fire. Go ahead.
With a giant Persian cat.
Yes.
Yes.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, everyone was bitching, especially my spouse. With my sis in the whorehouse and my bro smoking grass, I just settled in for a sweet piece of ass. But out on the lawn, I heard such a clatter, I sprang up from your sister to see what was the matter. Away to the window I made a mad dash, but I slipped on some pre-cum and I busted my ass. Then what to my stoned out eyes did appear? It was a rusted out sleigh and 8 fucking reindeer. There was an old dirty man furiously beating his dick, and I knew without doubt, hey, it must be Saint Nick. He weaved round the lawn and over the house wall, screaming, "Onward, you fuckers! Horse off with your balls!" Then he came down the chimney like a bat out of hell. And I knew in that moment, the fat fucker, he fell. He said not a word, gave his cock a quick jerk, winked at me suggestively, then got straight to his work. He filled up our stockings with whiskey and beer. Oh, and a big rubber cock for my brother. That queer. That's when he rose up the chimney with a thunderous fart. That fat son of a bitch blew my chimney apart. He swore and he cussed as he swerved out of sight, yelling, "Fuck all you bastards. I've had a hell of a night."
And there you are.
Yeah, then there you have it.
If that doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy and somewhat sick to your stomach, I don't know what will.
I'm a little sick, but I think it's just the beer.
Yeah.
The brandy. Oh. So, what is it that you truly want for this Christmas, Sunrise?
Yeah, it's funny because as I gotten older, it's like I don't really want much.
Yeah.
Because I either buy it for myself already or, it comes out so far ahead of Christmas, it's like, I'm not going to fucking wait for that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like, why wait? Screw that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I told my wife, I said, I need some more. Well, I don't really need it, but I want it. A couple more boxes of ammunition for the different calibers I got. And
yeah,
I need a new art easel. So I'm like, yeah, give me something so I can stand my paintings on.
You know what I want? World peace.
What's that?
World peace.
Really? Because I would rather just have a piece of the world.
Just world peace. I want world peace. Now give me my fucking award. No, I you know what? Like you said, I'm not too big on what I want. Like, I'm not sure. Like, there's once upon a time I knew exactly, like, I had a list. This year, like you said, I'm the same way. I either bought it already, have it, or it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2.8, I think.
Yeah, that doesn't come out till next year. Final Fantasy VII Remix doesn't come out till at least next year. Final Fantasy 15 might come out next year.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
The Nintendo NX.
We're not even sure when.
Yeah, the NX might come out next year.
Mm-hmm. So it's as far as games go, like, I'm happy. Like, I think the only thing I got coming, the only thing I want is Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah.
Hurry up and get that. God damn it.
Maximus got it just recently.
Oh, that bastard.
So yeah, we'll probably, and he's not. We're gonna be. Of course, vacation's coming, so we're probably all gonna be playing that. So expect that on our YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You know,
not just me wrecking people's shit, but like us fucking around.
But just in case, I'm pretty sure I said this already, but just in case you don't know, we're probably not gonna have a podcast next week because Christmas.
Yeah, because it's on Christmas, and yeah, we got family and whatnot.
Yes,
we actually like our family.
Yes, we've got family and stuff to do with them, and I'm gonna have fried turkey, deep fried.
Oh hell yeah!
Along with tacos, like my two favorite food. Don't ask me how tacos got put into the
turkey taco,
but definitely fucking awesome. I'm so excited to have tacos and turkey, so it's gonna be great. And hopefully this week, not this week, but the week after, when I'm off, we're gonna do the Star Wars thing where I'm showing my buddy the Star Wars shit, and I'm gonna we can even interview her about it if need be, and that'll be fun. Yeah, you know what? Back to the Christmas topic. There's just so much. I could tell you about 100 different Christmas things that I've done in the past, but it's not just about me. It's about everybody. Christmas is an amazing time of year. It's stressful.
Yeah, but that's why we got movies like, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which is another one of their fucking hilarious ones.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh my God, that's probably one of my absolute favorites. That, I know people hate this movie, but I find it absolutely hilarious. Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way was good.
That scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger is in that sweatshop and that Santa shows up. I'm gonna deck your halls.
Arnold versus Sinbad is just freaking win-win.
I love when Sinbad keeps telling everybody that he's got a bomb and he's putting down the packages and it's just fruitcake.
Yeah.
And then one of them is a bomb. He's like, what? There really was a bomb? It's a sick world we live in. Sick world.
And it's all just for that damn toy. It's so funny.
Yeah.
What's another one? There's several good movies. There's so many.
You can't forget one of the other classics, like Charlie Brown is A Christmas Story.
Oh yeah, Christmas Story in general. You shoot your eye out, kid. That's a classic for the ages. Of course, you have It's a Wonderful Life, which comes on for Christmas.
Yes. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
When a bell rings, an angel gets his penis.
No, that's every time Bane speaks and a demon gets another dick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we covered that.
We covered that in a YouTube video. Every time Bane speaks, a demon gets another dick. But you know what? There's just a lot of great. And I'm sure everyone out there that's listening have their own special memories for Christmas. Yeah,
Miracle at 34th Street, and I'm not talking about the one with Mara Wilson. And she grew up into something. It's just like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a horrible version. I'm talking about the old school Miracle on 34th Street. The one thing that I never really liked about Miracle on 34th Street is the movie should have ended, but then it keeps going on with this, so a couple years later and they've adopted the girl and all of a sudden they get this house gifted to them and it was about that Santa Claus and it's like, why do I need all this shit?
Yeah.
End already.
The Santa Claus was a good movie as well.
Yep.
With Tim Allen. That was actually...
that is actually pretty funny.
Pretty good movie. I think
not the follow-up,
but
the first one.
I think that the sequels could have been, not existent. But it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah. What I actually did enjoy that came out a couple years ago was Arthur Christmas.
Oh, yeah. That was
I went and saw that with my family. That was a lot of fun.
What about, what was that? What was that, the movie with the train? It was an animated movie.
Polar Express?
Polar Express.
And people hate that movie.
Remember how much hype?
I've never seen it.
Neither have I. I remember how much hype there was.
Yeah, it was because they did the way that they did the image capturing.
Yeah, Tom Hanks
basically,
was in it.
Yeah, it was the same type. It was the same stuff they used for L.A. Noire.
It was like a dumbed down version of it.
It was still in its infancy.
Yeah, but it was a good. I don't know. It looked good. It was on when I was at work. I passed the television. It was on the other day, and I only watched 2 seconds of it. But I can't say because I've never seen it. But I don't see why anyone would not like it. It's
the Uncanny Valley thing, where they start noticing things that aren't right and. So the animation's choppy, and then they don't like it, and
so what? How about Nightmare Before Christmas?
Love Nightmare Before Christmas.
Really?
Oh man, I fucking love that show.
I can't stand that show. See
I loved it.
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum with that one. I just thought it was. You know what? Everyone's like, it's Tim Burton's biggest achievement. No, it's not. It's not. It's
No. Edward Scissorhands is, I
Tim
think, is
Burton's
his
biggest achievement. Yes.
Yeah.
Edward
And
Scissorhands
that's another
is
good
amazing.
Christmassy one. That's depressing as shit, but
Yeah,
you know.
but yeah, especially as an adult, as a kid, it's like, oh, this is cute. And an adult, you're like, I just want to cut myself.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, just the Nightmare Before Christmas was extremely horrible. The characters were stupid. The only thing I will say was, and of course I'm probably gonna get, like I said, 1,000 times cat heads in my fucking bedroom for saying that, because there's gonna be 1,000 different women out there going, I grew up with that. That's the most amazing fucking show ever. I hate you, Wyldfyre, for saying that. Well, guess what? I'm sorry. Fuck you. I hate the show. I hate the movie. It was a horrible movie. You should feel horrible for watching it and liking it.
Oh, it was awesome.
Fuck you. No, seriously, if you liked it, whatever. It wasn't my cup of tea. I thought it was a big fat fucking ripoff of two different holidays and everything that was cool about them. But yeah, you know, and on top of that, remember when we were in high school, it was hoard out like fucking nothing.
That's true.
Everywhere you looked, it was Nightmare Before Christmas that, Nightmare Before Christmas that.
Yeah.
You know.
See, and I didn't see it until a couple of years ago.
Oh, I watched it
when I first got Netflix. I was like, oh, this is on there. I've always wanted to see this. I'm like, oh, I really like this.
I had watched it at Turd Boy's house, and I did everything I could not to point my ass at the camera and just diabolically diarrhea all over the TV.
So that's how I felt when I went to go see Titanic, because I thought I was going there to score, and bitch made me watch the movie.
You know what? Like, I watched Titanic at home, and I remember my mom bawling her eyes out at the end. And at the same time, I'm like, it's just Leonardo DiCaprio dying. That's actually the whole point of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you can stand now, it's more of an Easter thing than it is a Christmas one. But if you can stand to sit through 2 hours of torture, there's always a Passion of the Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And no surprise ending there. If you've read the book, they didn't.
Oh yeah, if you're at the place, just like the Titanic, no surprise ending.
Yeah, there's no surprise ending.
Oh, damn it. You know what Christmas movie I really liked?
What's that?
Aliens.
Yeah. God damn it.
That was the best Christmas movie ever. It was like everyone sat around the ship and they had Christmas dinner, except for the alien was the one eating. Yeah, so it was happily ever after until it got blown out the fucking chimney.
Yeah, that's true.
And as it fell into space, it was screaming ho ho ho.
Oh my God, I don't think we watched the same movie.
No, we did. I watched it again several days ago, and I was like extremely drunk, so I saw what I wanted to see.
Oh, okay, that's true.
No, there's so many great, like you said, you mentioned A Christmas Story earlier, and that's definitely one of the biggest Christmas movies ever. You got
and it's funny is it didn't used to be.
No,
it used to be one of those things that people saw it here and there. Oh, the sequel is terrible.
The sequel I think had like Macaulay Culkin's brother in it.
I don't know, maybe.
I recall. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I remember seeing it and I was like, who the fuck is that kid? And I hit whatever to bring up the information. I was like, oh, Macaulay Culkin's something brother, something Culkin, whatever his last name is. Fucking whatever. McCulkin, whatever the hell is Macaulay Culkin. Okay, yeah, Culkin. Yeah. The Culkin last name was in there. I'm like, oh, it must be Macaulay's brother. Who the fuck names their kid Macaulay?
I know, right?
That's why he attracted Michael Jackson. Oh
man.
Oh, but no, seriously, there's a lot of great Christmas movies out there, and there'll probably be 100 more.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and there's that new movie Krampus that came out, which is a new take on the cult Christmas movie time, stuff like that. I don't know. I think because I'm just not into horror movies anymore. I just think they're boring.
Horror movies aren't scary.
And that's the problem I have with them. That it's like at first I was like, oh, cool, and then I started watching the previews. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be an hour and a half of jump scares and stupid effects.
It's not even that. I mean, look at the actors. All the actors that are in it are comedians, more or less.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna see is you're gonna have maybe a scare here and there, like you said, a jump scare, and then most of it's gonna be stupid fucking jokes.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, that's what I think. And
yeah.
I mean, I even watched something on, I think it was Twitter. It was posted a while back, and I was curious because it said some like comedians go through like this Krampus house for Halloween, and it looked kind of cool, but like there's nothing scary about it. The Krampus should be fucking horrifying.
Yeah,
that's why he's the Krampus.
Yeah, he's supposed to show up, beat the shit out of some kids, and then steal the worst ones and steal them away in darkness for a couple of years. I think it is,
or eternity. I'd rather it be eternity.
Yeah, right.
So if I ever have a kid, Krampus can have it. Ho, ho, ho. That's my
Yeah,
gift
mate.
to the Krampus. Yeah, there's just a lot of goofy Christmas movies, and even goofy. Like I said, the Krampus is gonna be. It's not gonna be what I wanted it to be. That's my take on it. It's gonna be something completely. It's gonna be like. That's why I'm not gonna watch it in the theaters. It's gonna be boring because. What was it? Wasn't there a Christmas movie that was supposed to be scary a few years back? Like Red Christmas or something like that.
Something like that.
It's been done. We've seen this whole like horror take on Christmas. If you can do it right, that'd be great. But don't try.
Yeah, but nobody even does
No,
horror right.
no. I haven't seen a good horror movie since we were teenagers.
Yeah.
No, but with that said and done, I think is there anything else we can talk about? I think we're pretty done on Christmas.
Yeah, I think that kind of covers it. Just go out, have some fun with their family and enjoy yourselves and
enjoy your eggnog. Make sure you put out soul cookies for Diablo Claus.
Oh yes, yeah, because if he doesn't, he'll swallow your soul.
Yeah, he'll swallow your soul. He might put a black soul gem in your face.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, with that said and done, we hope you have a Merry Christmas. We'll see you the week after this one.
Yep.
And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Goodbye.